Marcus Mack, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one?
123 RBI.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Chicago White Sox.
And then
First pitch coming your way next.
And then last season, I didn't even have a full season.
And now, Marcus Mack.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Still in the chase.
No, that's down. Ball.
I'm also on milestone watch. A 98 career home run. Need 2 more.
Squirts away a little bit.
What do you think it was?
And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying.
That's gone.
To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Boy, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Right into it. Come on, man. Right into the tag.
On the ground.
One.
Mack. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, number 8, Kyle.
On to extra innings. Marcus Mack steps in, leading the league in WAR, and that's no small feat, Chris.
Yeah, Boogie measures everything, and he checks every box. Impacts the game in so many different ways.
This one in the air, center field. Acuna takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Ryan. Up next for Philadelphia, the second.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And now it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Phils down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Chopper to second. They take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Pepio will depart, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
There, get him out of here.
Now pitching for
a new pitcher in the game, Chris Murphy.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
13 earned runs on average. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. There's just no way.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
I need somebody to do something.
Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. Action in the pen down there. Duncan Davitt, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose.
A rookie? Yeah, they obviously ain't got no faith in him.
That one way inside.
Adele's on deck. Give me a sack 5, bro. Try to make it home.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Just locked him up right there for the
Locked him
second
up,
out,
yeah.
and that's an at-bat he's
Fucking say
probably
the
going to be
same
thinking
thing.
about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Come on, Joe.
Man on second, 2 down. In for a strike, and it's 2-2.
No, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Backed off the plate that time.
You ballin'.
To third.
Hold up, right here on the bat.
Throws to first in time, and that is that. Phillies strand 1. They're down 4-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, I'm about to get him out of here, bro.
Swing and a ground ball. Mack. In plenty of time to first, and that'll do it. The White Sox leave 1, but they lead it 4-0. Mack digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying my best.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Yeah, I'm at those.
Just
No,
missed.
that's it.
The Phillies with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And now they trail by 1. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy. 1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 7th.
Nothing's bigger than the team.
On the ground right side, Mack. Will throw, and he can't hang on to it.
On that play, it looked like he had plenty of time, Boog. Just bounced that throw, and it resulted in the error.
He still could have caught it. Shit. That ain't my fault that he can't catch it. It bounced, he could have caught it.
Back to the top of the order. So here's the Phillies DH, Kazuma Okamoto. 2 down, nobody on.
The same dog.
Out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take the series opener here at home. Mack kept the hitting streak going in this one.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
The White Sox suck. I don't know if they're good this.
Marcus Mack stands in for the Phillies.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Still on the chase and still on milestone watch as well.
Cannon.
No, that's down.
He has a
Ball.
reputation. I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Fly
Jason
ball,
Barry
pretty
as
well
well.
struck right field. Carrying well. Bang!
Jason Barry
That's
gone.
his 99th
Almost
career homer.
70.
His 59th home run of the season. And the Phillies take the lead. It's
I
1-0.
need 74.
Singy, that's his 99th career homer.
Well, he's probably already.
Put
Up
it to
next
my
for
own
Philadelphia,
bullpen.
the second baseman, Marcus.
Mack needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
See if I can get it tonight.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
I could get it tonight.
That one's in there. That's
high.
strike one.
No doubt, but that's too high.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
All over that.
Up next
That
for
was a
Philadelphia,
swing right there.
the right fielder, number 7, Joe Adele.
Runner on the go. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
I got to take off.
Runner goes again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runner on the move again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at first, one away. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw. Save.
Another one.
Needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Got him. 2 away.
Come on, Bill. Not bad. Oh.
And now Brett Beatty. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man at second. Clips the corner. 1-2. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Chris Murphy, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Davitt getting cranked up as well.
I wouldn't trust him.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well,
it is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now.
Like
doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. One left for Philadelphia, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Don't even have no rings on his back. 0-7. Thank God Anderson got traded.
Here's a 2-2. On the ground, 2 ball. On a second, they get 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Just trying to sneak one through.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
I have 8.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Come on, man.
Foul ball there.
Stop playing with me, bro.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
This
I told you stop playing with me.
On its way out of here.
I told you stop playing with me.
Another homer.
I told him stop
Home
playing
run
with me.
number 60 on the year.
That's 100.
And they add a run. It's 7-0.
That's 100. That's the
Siggy,
milestone,
that's a special
baby.
one. His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers.
Man, you should have one person, please. Get into that cover.
Up the middle, Max. Throw to first in time.
Can't let you do that, dog.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. No runs allowed yet. I think he'll probably keep this approach.
Keep playing with me.
Matt, batting with one down, takes a
around and
strike.
hit 3. Ain't no way hit you.
That's in. Ball.
It's the rookie.
The Phils up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's a ball.
And that's in for a strike. And now 2-2.
Well, I hit it off the last time.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
Oh, you lucky, boy.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Oh, I thought that was through.
So 2 on with 2 away. Marcus Matt stands in for the Phillies.
I got you in again?
And a strike in there.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Nah.
Ball. That's outside.
You gotta be smart. Just 3 home run game.
And the sweeper catches the plate.
I gotta leave with that one.
Out towards right center field. Acuna settles underneath it. And that is that. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Matt with a nice little milestone in this one as he hit his 100th career homer.
Absolutely, Boog, and I hope he has a nice spot picked out for that ball in his personal trophy case. Baseball's a team game, but it's always nice to celebrate individual accomplishments like this one.
I know exactly how many home runs I needed to get to the record, or to get to my milestone. So